Yes, no, maybe.
Hi, I'm Casey.
And I'm Mike.
And we're going to solve Rubik's Cubes while we answer your questions.
Yeah!
Alright, you ready?
Sure.
This first question is actually something Mike came up with.
Oh.
And I put it on here because it's just such a ridiculous question.
Yeah.
What pizza toppings would you be willing to eat with your favorite flavor of ice cream? Now, I just wouldn't. Well, why would you do that? It's gross. So I'm going to let Mike answer that question.
That's really hard, but I feel like my favorite flavor of ice cream is Bluebell Dutch chocolate, and I feel like I feel like I cannot.
You have to talk while you're doing it.
I cannot multitask like this.
You can.
I feel like black olives would not be too bad on Dutch chocolate ice cream.
That sounds terrible, too.
But black olives don't have horrible flavors, so yeah.
So that's your answer?
Yeah, that's
black
my answer.
olives and Dutch chocolate ice cream.
Yes.
Wow. All right, so there's your answer.
Yeah. Wait, you have to answer.
My answer is that is horribly disgusting, and I can't fathom a world in which I would ever do such a thing.
That's not a good enough answer.
That is my answer, so you're going to have to be okay with that.
Are we racing on these solves, or are we just goofing off?
We're just solving.
Okay.
If you could choose to never hear a certain song again, which would you choose? That's a good question.
Yeah.
You want to go first?
No, I have to think about this.
I think that I would probably choose Call Me Maybe by Carly Rae Jepsen. But the thing is, that song also makes me laugh because it's so dumb that we actually analyzed it once. You know, not a lot of people know this about me, but I minored in several things in college, one of which was comparative literature. I probably told you that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and in my intro class in comparative literature, I'm not even solving this. I'm not very good at multitasking either. That's why this is kind of funny. Okay, but in my intro class, we analyzed that song and we translated it into sort of different voices. We made it all formal, and so it was really hilarious. But then the problem was that song is so catchy that it was stuck in my head for a week afterwards. And so, yeah, I wouldn't mind never hearing that song again.
Hey, I just met you. And this is
Stop.
crazy.
Please stop. It was really fun to translate, though, with an English professor. I'm making it
Oh,
up.
okay. I was talking about
Alright, what is your answer?
Probably Soldier Boy. Because that song is,
Yeah.
That song, you don't even need to explain why it's horrible. It just is.
It's true.
Yeah.
That is very true.
Yeah.
Alright. What are your other hobbies other than cubing? You want to go first?
Sure. I like the outdoors and camping. Recently-ish, I've started taking up and trying to learn unicycling. Computer games. I like computer games when I have time. And
it kind of throws you off when I hand you the cube, right?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm trying to think back. That's about it for now. Yeah.
Gosh, I have too many hobbies. I like doing cross stitch, which is kind of a needlework type thing, embroidery. It's kind of one of those things that old ladies do. And I like hiking. I like letterboxing, which is kind of like geocaching, except instead of using a GPS, you use these clues. I like ice skating, but I'm really bad at it.
Oh yeah, same here. Ice skating.
I have no sense of balance whatsoever. Yeah, I like watching stuff on Netflix. Yeah, I have lots of hobbies. Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
I've been mixing up your cube.
No, this is
my cube. I don't know. I'm mixing up my own cube.
Yeah.
All right, so you say dogs.
Dogs.
He has a dog. She's delightful.
Mm-hmm.
I really like both. I have a cat, but that's because I live in an apartment and I don't have room for a dog. But yeah, so both.
Depending on the cat, they're all right, but
my cat's pretty awesome. We put her in the other room so that she wouldn't pester us.
Because she'll crawl up into our laps and try to solve the cubes for us.
She likes Mike a lot. She likes him way more than he likes her, I'm pretty sure.
Pretty much.
Alright. Have you pulled any killer pranks? That's a good question.
No, because I'm not a killer.
You're so funny.
In case y'all don't know this about me, I'm a very punny kind of person.
That's
You
okay.
probably do know this.
I like puns.
Yeah. She gives me this face every time. And then she tries to make me give a similar face back. Well, whenever my best friend is in town from school and he is coming over to my house, He recently has been trying to mess me, or not mess me up, trying to surprise me, because he never tells me he's going to be in town, and then he surprises me. So whenever I do know he's coming over and he's in town, I like to mess with him. And so I like to hide in my big trash can, and as he's coming up to my house, I pop out and I go, I don't know.
I think it is.
Yeah. And so I pop out my trash can and I go, boom! And I scare him and he jumps. And the best part is, he doesn't just go jump, he's got this like whole, like terrified face. It's hilarious.
This Mac we're talking about?
Yes!
I can totally picture him doing that.
Shout out to Mac. I'm going to link you to this, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that face runs in his family. It's hilarious.
It runs in his family.
Yes, it's so
Well, there's
true.
a weird voice that runs in my family.
Okay.
I don't know if I can do it, but my mom and both of her siblings can do it. And it's
Try doing it.
Pretty interesting. I don't know if I can. I would have to be like saying the right thing. I would have to have the right thing to say. They do it whenever, they just do this really goofy voice. But they all three do the same goofy voice. It's kind of funny. Anyways, I don't think I can do it. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay, I pulled a few pranks, but I don't think that any of them were like super good. But I'll tell you about a prank that a friend of mine pulled. I think I've told you this story. Have I told you the chicken story?
Probably.
I think I probably have. Okay, so let me preface this for those who do not know by saying that I spent my teenage years living in a small town in rural Texas, so there's a lot of livestock around. I went to high school with this guy, who's a really cool guy, still is. I see him every now and then still. And on the last day of his senior year of high school, he's a little bit older than me, so this is probably about my sophomore year, he brought 2 live chickens to school. And he sort of snuck them in before the beginning of the school day. And is this my cube? This is my cube, right?
I hope so.
Okay. We have the exact same kind of cube, same logo and everything. Anyway, so he snuck them in and he put them in the elevator. And I wasn't aware of the details at the time, so I don't know if this is true or not, but what I heard happened is the vice principal of the school, who was always trying to be kind of a very serious and strict guy. In fact, he was an ex-Marine. He went to use the elevator, and hang on, I'm not done. I'm really bad at this. And so, the doors open, and there are these chickens there. And so what I heard happen was he picked one of them up, and he carried it across the hall to the principal's office, and he said, "Sir, there are chickens in your elevator." So anyway, I thought that was a pretty good prank, bringing chickens to school. That's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you could tour with any band, who would you choose? Modern or defunct?
Ooh, I don't know. I'm not much of a band person. I have to think on this.
I can tell you right now, I would tour with the Mountain Goats. I love the Mountain Goats. They're awesome. The lead singer, guitarist, writer is John Darnielle, and he's like my hero. He's also a super great writer in general. He released a novel fairly recently, about a year ago, I think, called Wolf and White Band. Look it up. Wolf and White Band. It's not really something for little kids, but anyone high school age and up would probably enjoy it. And I've seen them in concert 5 times because they're so awesome. There's going to be this noise from it.
So, funny thing. The setup for this...
We couldn't find a good camera angle, so we put my tablet on top of a very tall rat cage that I have in my apartment because I have pet rats, and one of them is running on the wheel, and so it's making this noise, so you might be able to hear that.
But that just adds to the cool factor of this video, obviously.
Also, the other cool thing is we are wearing Mardi Gras beads and Rackspace t-shirts because we just got back from an awesome Rubik's Cube demonstration that we got to do. We teamed up with Rackspace. We got to do this cool 2-hour Rubik's Cube demonstration at National Night Out. It was awesome.
They passed out branded Rubik's Cubes. They gave us these shirts. No one else had shirts, but they gave out over 150 cubes or something like that.
And we definitely had the coolest booth there.
And the best part is they kept saying over the microphone system that the one we went to was the largest one in San Antonio, and San Antonio is one of the largest cities in the nation, or fairly large. So that means that we were the most...
It's the 7th largest.
Yes, so...
That's right.
Somewhere around there. So either way, we were the most popular booth at one of the largest national nights out in the nation. And even the game truck, they had the big essentially RVs that they've converted into gaming places. There was no line for that. There was a line of people waiting to watch us, pretty much. They'd always watch us scrambling the cubes, and they'd be like, "Oh my goodness, are you doing it without looking?" We're like, "No, we're just scrambling it."
But anyway, it was really fun, and shout out to Wesley Grady, who is a local cuber here in San Antonio, and he came and cubed with us for a while. It was awesome.
Yeah, pretty awesome.
Anyway, so touring with bands. We're touring with bands, Mike.
No, you were supposed to forget.
So, okay, so you don't know? That's okay. You don't have to know.
Yeah, I mean...
He's not a big music person.
Well,
so.
it depends. I mean, yeah, I'll go and say...
The Beatles, that would be cool. Except that they were on a lot of drugs.
I would say tour with a rubber band, but that's a bad pun.
That's good enough for me, man.
Okay, scramble. You're so slow.
Well, I was just kind of messed it up.
I guess I would say Skillet, the Christian band, because they're kind of a Christian rock / metal band. They have some great songs that are really enjoyable.
It was a Christian band.
Yeah.
I've never listened to any of their stuff.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, I'm not a huge radio listener or band person, so it's like, that.
The next question is kind of related. What's your favorite song?
Ooh.
Oh, but that's not as, that's...
Oh, that is...
You sing in choir, so I'm sure you have a favorite song.
That doesn't make it any easier.
I know. I would definitely have to say something from the Mountain Goats would probably be my favorite because they're my favorite band. But the thing is that they've released like 500 songs, so there's no way I could pick just one. So instead, I will tell you my favorite song off of the newest Mountain Goats album. And that song is called Animal Mask. And it's pretty good. It's from their newest album, which is called Beat the Champ, which is all about professional wrestling. So it's weird, but it's a good song.
Okay. I don't know. There's too many good songs. I salted mine and scrambled it. There's too many great songs to choose from. As far as being in choir, that doesn't help narrow it down. That just adds more to the list. My favorite song really changes depending on my mood. So because she chose,
so does mine, but
yeah. But since she picked a favorite song from her favorite band, I'll pick a song from my favorite band. I will go with Awaken Alive from Skillet because it's extremely popular. A lot of people know it. It's very catchy. It's stuck in your head, and it's awesome to listen to with the volume very loud.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Last question.
Last one. Aww.
If you could be any video game character, who would you be?
Ooh.
I know my answer. Should I go first?
Sure.
I would be Link from Legend of Zelda because he's awesome. Specifically, I think that I would be Link from...
I was going to ask which.
From A Link Between Worlds, I think it's called. It's the one for the DS, and it's really cool because he can like merge into walls, and I think that would be useful. Except that, well, I guess you would have to have, because he has to have like a crack in the wall, and then he can merge into the wall, and then like go through the crack, and then he's in the other worlds, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess you kind of have to be able to do that, but it'd be fun to be able to merge into walls.
Mm-hmm.
So I would be that Link.
I would go with Master Chief from the Halo series, but not because he's Master Chief and I want to go and shoot aliens and blah blah blah. That's just perks of it. I'm a fairly geeky, techie person, and I like technology. So the idea of being able to wear a super awesome suit that would conform to my body pretty much and be able to like protect me from pretty much anything. Whatever, super comfortable. I don't really need to actually physically move. I simply think, and the actions happen. If you've ever read the Halo books, that's kind of what I'm referencing, because there's a whole universe out there. So yeah, I'd go with that just because like the technology of being able to have that suit just seems super duper cool to me.
That sounds cool. Awesome. Well, that is the end of our questions. I hope you enjoyed it. Our next video, if we make another video, will most definitely feature Mike riding on a unicycle because that would be awesome. I have not seen it yet. I've just heard about it.
Yes.
So that is definitely what will be next.
So in order for us to make another video, obviously we asked on Facebook for these questions, and there's only a few people there. So when we post this, comment on the YouTube video and be like, yo, these are the questions we want you to answer.
Yeah, or you can just give us like broad topics to talk about. because we will happily discuss like random things
Yeah.
while we are cubing, or anything else you would like to see us do within reason.
Yeah.
We will consider it. So yeah, give us some feedback. Let us know if you enjoyed this, and we will try to make another video for you guys.
Before we cut this off, we should totally do a team blind solve.
Should we?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. We're gonna do team blind
Who's
solve.
call? Okay,
I'll
yeah.
call. You can
Okay.
solve.
I have my blindfold in my pocket.
His blindfold is pretty great, by the way. It's got googly eyes on it,
What?
and they're a little crooked. Like one is a little lower than the other, so he perpetually looks kind of just a little weird. Okay.
Now, we have a system, and it's a very great system, but neither of us knows the system.
The funny thing about our system is occasionally I will say something and he will either do it, he'll do it correctly, but really I meant for him to do it the other way. There's a certain move, and I'm sure it'll come up, that we're not quite sure we agree on what it means, and so
It's different every time.
it's different every single time we solve it,
Mhm.
which is pretty great. That's the beauty of it. But it also means we're really slow at this, so don't
Yeah.
expect like, you know,
This is more for
don't
our...
expect like Anthony Brooks and Eric Lineback. I think those are the two who
I
were
guess,
really
yeah.
fast.
This is
Don't-
more for
don't
our
expect that.
entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay. Don't judge, I'm bad at this. Okay, we're gonna do D,
Mm-hmm.
L,
Mm-hmm.
D, R.
Okay.
Go ahead. Hope that's right. Okay. Spin right. The other right. You two. Spin left. Push right. Pull back right.
Oh.
Yeah, that was actually
Hey,
right.
yeah.
Awesome. Okay. U prime. Oh, that's not what I want. Okay. Spin left. Move 3 times. Hold it up a little. Okay. U. Spin left. Good job. Pull right. U. Spin twice. Pull right. U2. Spin twice.
Oh, Y2.
Pull right. Just, okay. U. Push right. Okay, we have the edges are in a straight line vertically. Yeah, okay. Now we have the headlights on the back and on the front. Yeah, that. How do we do that the same way?
Yeah.
Y prime, and then a U prime at the end. And we're done. Awesome.
Woo!
So that is how we do our team blind solves. We don't have a very good system, but we have.
No, we have a great system. We just don't know it.
All right, and I
That's
guess
my
let's
cue.
end with an epic high five. Bye.